Alright, we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be playing some Halo Combat Evolved as part of the Master Chief Collection. This is my first time actually playing the game. Well, I guess technically that's not true. I mentioned this a little bit in my Halo Reach blind playthrough, but I actually played just like a small 5 minutes of Combat Evolved back when I was just a little kid on the original Xbox. I think my dad actually bought Halo and just let me play it for a bit. Yeah, basically all I remember is you get out of the little, not the chair, but the little stretcher thing or whatever with the suit, and then you walk around the ship, and I think you get attacked and stuff, but I think that's really all I remember. I think my dad played through it a little bit further, so I vaguely remember there being a little, I don't know, not a valley, but sort of a little trench he was going through, with grass and stuff, and with the needle gun and stuff. That's really all I remember, but other than that, it's completely blind. I haven't really seen any of the story or anything, but it'll be pretty interesting. I'm super hyped. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen my playthrough of Halo Reach, that was actually the first Halo game I completely played through, and I actually hadn't seen anything of Halo Reach, so you can check that out on my channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll have a link below to the Halo Combat Evolved playlist, as well as my Halo in general playlist, which is all of the Halo games I've ever played, so, and ever streamed, so, yeah. With that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. By the way, listen to that music. You know, I said this in the Halo Reach playthrough, but damn. This is some epic music. Also, I don't know if it makes any difference, but obviously since I'm playing the Master Chief Collection, this is the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. I don't know if there's any difference between the Anniversary Edition or something else. If there is, let me know. But, yeah. Normal. Don't care about skulls. I'm just playing through this, casually. This isn't going to be a legendary playthrough or something. I just playing through this for the story. But yeah, I think you can switch between the classic look and the new look here by pressing one of the buttons on the controller. So, we'll see. I could be wrong, that could be a PC exclusive. I'm playing on Xbox, but we'll find out. Pillar of Autumn. The art's, well, I don't know if it's the art style or the art direction, but the environments look so cool.
All I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone.
Interesting.
And Cortana.
Hmm?
Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
So this must be like right after Halo Reach, huh? That's cool. I like it when games tie together.
Please report to your action station.
It sort of reminds me of like how Rogue One was like right before.
Rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
Before like the actual episode 4.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Once again, it is our job to finish what the Flyboys started. We are leaving this ship platoon and engaging the Covenant on solid ground. When we meet the enemy, we will rip their skulls from their spines and toss them away laughing. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Alright.
Sir?
Right. Let's thaw him out.
Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Why was he
He's
frozen?
on. Blowing the pins in 5.
I'm sure it'll be explained at some point, but
Tube shows green. Cycle complete. Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now. The disorientation should pass quickly.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle-ready stat.
Chief, please look around the room. I need to get a calibration reading for your battlesuit's diagnostics.
no.
Thank you, sir.
I'm bringing your health monitors online, sir.
Alright.
Vital signs look normal. No freezer burn. Okay, sir. Go ahead and climb out of the cryotube. I gave you a double dose of the wake-up stim. Take a quick walk around the cryo bay and join me at the optical diagnostic station when you're ready.
Just jump on his head. Yeah. Alright, nice. So yeah, like I said before, like... Oh yeah, you can switch between the new and the old stuff here.
Look at me so we can begin.
Shut up!
Red square, please.
Dude, this is so cool. I love how you can toggle like this. Ooh, it's... You can't... Okay, you can't rapid toggle, but still. I love how you can, like, go between the old and the new style. That's so cool. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just toggle between, like, the old and new stuff. I've heard some people say that the old style is better. I don't know if that's nostalgia goggles, or if, like, it's actually better. It does look, like, the style looks a bit different in here. Like, it looks brighter and everything. This looks a bit more, I don't know, dark? But I don't know. I think I'll just toggle between, like, these two modes every now and then. But anyway, before we head too far in, as I was saying, yeah, this is basically the only part I remember. This, and then I think in a few moments we'll go through like a corridor or whatever, and then that's all I really remember from when I played this on the original Xbox, so it'll be interesting to play through the actual full game and see what happens.
The ordnance techs usually take care of your targeting sensors, but we're short of time, Chief. Just look at each of the flashing panels to target them. When you lock on, it'll change color.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't really listening to him. I was just paying attention to his model. He looks like a completely different person. Target each of the flashing lights. Oh, cool.
Okay, that looks good.
Sir, I'm getting some calibration errors. I'm going to invert your looking pitch, so you can see if you like it better that way. Try targeting the flashing lights again.
Oh, jeez. No, I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. I do not...
Is that better, or should I switch it back?
Switch it back.
Okay. Try looking up and down again, please. Do you want me to leave it like that, or switch it again?
There you go.
I'll leave the pitch normal, but if you want, you can change it yourself later.
Alright. I guess
Ready for the
that's
energy
cool.
shield test now.
Please follow me to the energy shield test station.
Fire team, report to defensive positions Alpha through Sierra. Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarders.
When was like these updated graphics made? I'm kind of curious. Was this like I don't know. I don't know when the Master Chief Collection originally came out.
Stand on the yellow square. This will just take a second.
Like, did it come out in like 2015 or something? 2014, 2015? Is that like what these graphics are from? I'm just curious like what the new style was made from, because it looks like a lot better. Well, it looks like a lot more modern, I guess I should say, than the old one. But it doesn't look like super like Ultra HD or whatever, you know? So I'm just curious where it's from.
Okay, bring his energy shields online, please.
All right. Shields read as fully charged.
Okay, sir. Bring them down to test the automatic recharge.
All right.
Recharging normally. We're showing green across the board.
Bridge to Cryo 2, this is Captain Key. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics
On
and
the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We'd better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least.
Good idea. You'd better get to your evac group, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the computer and I'm out of here. Oh God, they're trying to get through the door. Security! Intruders in Cryo 2! Please shut it!
Sam! Come on, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Baker team, move to engage.
Well, that's a rip. But yeah, I was just looking at his model again. He looks like older and fatter in the new version. And now he's dead. Oh man, look at the lighting difference. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I should just keep it at 1 or if I should just toggle between the new and old versions. Yeah. I think I'm going to need to turn up my sensitivity a bit. Yeah, I turned it up a little bit in Halo Reach. Set for all games. Yes. That way I don't have to keep resetting it. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to keep it on the old graphics by default, and then I'll toggle to the new ones. Oh, well. Can I have a gun, please? Hello. Can I melee you? No weapon? Well. Eh. Just toggling between the new and old versions. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the more retro aesthetic of the old versions. I don't know. Some people really don't like games that look older. Like, some people think, like, Halo Infinite looks bad. It's like, what? But I say that as someone who plays, like, TF2 and, like, Gary's Mod and stuff, so...
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that.
I need to turn the volume way up. It got really low there.
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Alright, I guess you can't...
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am, fire control for the main cannon is offline.
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Alright, as I was saying, I don't think you can switch versions
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
in cutscenes, but that's fine.
I don't keep it loaded, so you'll have to find ammo as you go.
Oh, well, why don't you keep it loaded? Didn't you be ready for something? Yeah. Oh well. At least I guess I got a gun. But yeah, I don't remember if I got to this part or not. I might have literally just walked around the ship. I was a kid. Yeah. Let's see.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to, like, finish people off like it is in Halo Reach. I know supposedly there's a bunch of stuff that's in Halo Reach that's not in Combat Evolved because Halo Reach was made after. Yeah. But we'll roll with it. Yeah. I still want to melee people. RB to reload? That's weird. Let me see. Well. Let's change this to default so it's the same as the other one. Yeah, that's better. I don't know, having melee as RB I think is kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like both.
Fall back to secondary defensive position.
I can see how if you like the first one, though, that you wouldn't like the remaster, because a lot of the style seems to have changed, too. Yeah. For some reason, the audio went way down. It's weird, because I did like an audio test like before the stream, and everything was fine there. And it seemed like things were fine in the opening, but it just went way down during that one cutscene or something. Surprise! Get wrecked. He's dead. Yeah, like, look, these pillars aren't even here in the old version. I really do like that you can toggle on the fly like this. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep it to, like, the original style by default, but I'll switch to the new versions every now and then. Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Get back here. Yeah. Melee doesn't seem to do as much damage in this version, at least. Yeah. Yeah.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
Relax. I actually did forget about Cortana, though. Yeah, look, this looks completely different. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know what style you guys like better. Yeah. I actually think there's, like, a decent reason to use both. Because I can see, like, how, you know, some people can argue, like, this is the original style, and it changed, like, a lot between this version and the remastered version or whatever. But I can also see how, like, you know, this version kind of looks a bit rough by modern standards, so it really just depends. I'm glad there's an option at least. And I'm super happy that you can toggle between them on the fly. That's super cool. Alright, let's get through this. I'll save you. At least you're not the stupid kamikaze aliens from last time. Though I don't know, maybe they are in this game. Who knows? You guys do, probably, because I haven't really played this game that much. Punch you in the stomach. Do the grunts. Oh, took a second to swap there. Interesting. Huh. Checkpoint done. I don't know. I don't know if I should waste ammo or machine gun ammo on these grunts, or if it doesn't really matter. Probably doesn't matter that much. I gotta say, I kind of like how the aliens still like shoot a bullet or two afterwards. I've actually been replaying Grand Theft Auto 4 off stream, and sort of like reminds me of that, where sometimes people will just drop their gun and it'll still go off when like they drop it, or when they're falling down and stuff. It's a nice little detail.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
Yeah. Infantry Eliminator. That's the other thing too, I guess. Oh jeez, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. Eh. Oh, I was actually just about to talk about this. Eh. But I guess the other cool thing about this is that like these older games, like Combat Evolved, now have achievements and stuff. Yeah. And I finished the Game Pass quest. Nice. That's cool too. It's like, yeah. It gives you another reason to replay these old games. Yeah. Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto 4, for example. Like, I originally played that on PC, but playing it on Xbox One not only let me experience it in, like, a different sort of, like, method than I had played it originally on PC with keyboard and mouse. But it also got me gamer score. So it's a nice little incentive to help push you to replay games.
Combat teams, repel borders until ops personnel are away. Good luck. Peace out.
I gotta say this though, I like how space looks better in the new one. But again, like, look, this window has like a little, I don't know, frame thing on it, whereas in the old version it doesn't. So again, it's like, do you care more about visuals, or do you care more about like the original style? I think I'll lean more towards the original style, but
The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't have something. Warning, blast doors closing. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
yeah, so basically nav points are just like waypoints, right? Wish there was a flashlight. It's dark. Yeah. Wonder if the new version's any better. I guess there's more light indicators in the new one. You think they would save a ship or a life pod for us since we're carrying Cortana and everything?
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. Activating motion tracker. Let's find a safe exit.
Took you long enough to activate that.
We need to find another route.
I think you'd want to activate that earlier.
We need to get through that door, but it's been damaged by an explosion. Analyzing. The door's control mechanism is offline. It's taken a lot of damage. You should be able to bash it open with the butt of your weapon.
Did it! Melee attacks are silent and instantly kill enemies when you attack from behind. So, you can technically assassinate enemies, I guess. Alright, let me see. But it's not like toggle. If it's toggle, then why did I automatically get up? It's basically like assassinating enemies, but without the animation. Uh-oh. Red guy saw me. Eh. I love my finishers, though. Did that alien just say stop?
All combat personnel, fall back to tertiary defensive positions.
Yeah, this old style almost reminds me of like Half-Life with like Black Mesa and stuff. Not exactly like the same like textures and stuff, obviously, but like it's just like that similar era.
Wanted to catch you napping.
But what is the lore behind Master Chief? Like, why was he frozen and stuff? Yeah. If I was so important, then why was I frozen? Again, I'm sure those questions will be answered at some point. But, we'll just have to wait. This way? Oh, hi. I just shot him once and he's dead. These tunnels are easier to navigate in the new version, though, because they got lights on the sides. Hello. Eh.
That's the way you do
The
it.
damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Alright, well, we should get out of here then. When in doubt, head towards the only path that's open. Sorry, I think I smacked him. That was just a loop, so maybe that's not the case. And in that case, just head towards the enemies. Those are the guys probably guarding the exit. Where am I going to get grenades? Hi. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Does the color mean that he's like a higher tiered guy than the blue guys? Or is he just a different colored guy? Get out of cover, you coward. Yeah. Smack. Whack.
One last light. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
This way? Oh, finally, it says LT throw grenades. I guess we just picked them up? Or maybe I'm dumb and I didn't see it earlier. This way? That's where we came from. In here?
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here. Look!
He just taps him on the shoulder.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
Get on
Autumn's accelerating, Keys is going in manually.
Heads up, everyone, this is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
You sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
Don't you have virtual fingers? You got surviving Marines to help fight the Covenant. Sounds like a plan. It does seem like the audio's quiet though. Like you heard the notification right there.
Airbrake failure. They flew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you alright? Can you move?
Everyone else dead? Dang.
Yeah, there's the impact. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, this is cool. Whoa. That's such a stark difference.
I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash.
This is so cool. Like even the old version's so like atmospheric. Oh. Didn't want to jump off. That's so weird though. Like in the old version there's like a river here going out to the ocean, but here like the ocean's basically all the way here and the river's just like a small little thing. One thing I want to know is what exactly is the ring? Is it like a Destiny 2 style like Last of Mankind settlement type thing, or is it something more significant? We might learn about it later, but
Types of flora. The ring's ecosystem is incredibly sophisticated.
so maybe not? I'm not sure. Because I think you return to the ring in other Halos, right?
Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Alright, how do we do that? Just... Mythic Skull? Yeah. Alright, where do we go from here? We go up around and up somehow? That's weird. I don't think that didn't look like the skull was in the classic version. Jeez. That's loud. Find and claim the mythic skull in remastered mode? Is that... Wait, is that not a collectible? Yeah. Is it just like one thing? Weird. I don't know. Like, the original seems like some graphics you'd see on the original Xbox. Ow. And, like, these visuals seem like something you'd see more on, like, the 360 almost. Like, it's, you know, not that simple, obviously. Like, here it's, like, a different resolution and everything, but... I'm just saying what it reminds me of. I'm guessing we just go across the bridge and head up the waterfall? Ow! Stop it! Ah, jeez. I actually like the remastered version more in the outside world. Well, I don't know. Like I said before, they both have their charms. Dang, that didn't take much. You dead? I like the pistol whip animation too. Dude, imagine playing this back on the original Xbox. Like, this massive scale would be insane. Stop it! I gotta say this, like, the grunts, they don't have much health, but when they all fight together, that's when they become trouble. Like, their weapons are more of a threat than their actual health. But yeah, this is so cool. This is, again, it sort of gives me like Half-Life vibes, where it's like a narrow path, but it feels like open worldish despite being like an open, a narrow path.
Beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
I think it's kind of weird how my aim almost like auto adjusts. Like if I keep walking and I just don't touch my my right analog stick, then it sort of like automatically aims up. Yeah, like here. And it's not like
I thought we were in real trouble. It's a mess,
Rift.
sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives. Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
Look at this. It's like it's almost feels like night in the original version, and in here it's like it's dawn or whatever. It's almost like a different feeling. Yes, ammo and grenades. Thank you. Alright, I think there is fall damage. I guess there is fall damage here, but I think it damages your shields first. Get them before their shields recharge. Yeah.
Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here!
Alright. Over here? Yeah. Kind of weird there's no music. Let's go for the grunts first. Because the grunts are weak, but like I said before, it's like their weapons that are the problem. I say that, but there's a big guy right here. And I say big guy, but there's probably bigger guys up ahead in the game. The way these guys run kind of remind me of Jawas. Just smack them. They kind of like are the same size as Jawas too, right? Is there supposed to be music for during this, or? Yeah. I don't know, the audio's kind of weird. Hopefully everything still sounds good in the video. Looks like it should be alright. But it's hard to tell if you're not listening to the stream/video. But yeah, this is sweet. Alright, let me see. Is there a setting to, like, disable that? Horizontal look. Dead zone. Aim control. Yeah, I think that's it. Auto look centering. Yeah. That's a weird setting. Also, finally, we got some music. Yeah, it feels like this music should have started playing at the beginning of the fight, but you know what? I guess it came to finish the fight, yeah? A little pun with the only Halo phrase I really know. I'm running low on ammo here. More over here. I'll switch to the remastered version for these guys. Yeah. This is the one you can charge up, right? Yeah. I don't know if I really like the charge up on here, though. Maybe for big guys it's helpful, but... That was kind of a sudden stop.
Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. If you're not too busy, Foehammer, we could use a lift. We have survivors to transport to the command shuttle. I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast.
This guy's wearing a completely different uniform.
They're going to be right on top of them.
Foehammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana. Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell.
Alright, cool.
Roger, Foehammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety.
Can I use the turret? I want to use the turret.
Echo 419 staying on station. Foehammer out.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this. This is weird. How this drives. Compared to modern standards, I'm sure. Maybe it wasn't so bad back then, but... Where do we go? Oh, down here, I guess. I thought it was like a giant cliff. Go, go, go. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? I was using my triggers to try and accelerate, but it's just the stick.
It's not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
Well, psst. Thanks for letting me flip it. It's weird. Again, it must just be like an old video game style driving.
They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted
Because I think
channels. We should show them who they're dealing with.
I think it was the same way for
transcom system to monitor their chatter.
the buggy in Half-Life 2 on the 360. Alright, down here or up there? Yeah. Did Combat Evolve have like co-op back in the day? Imagine doing this co-op. I imagine it did because we have like an AI here. What's that for? Is that something? Sacrifice? Was that what we were looking for?
Experiencing such a mixture of anticipation and dread. All preparations are complete for my installation. In accordance with the final dictum of the Ecumene Council, I have released myself of all remaining connections to my former station. This was not difficult. What was could never be again. We had seen to that quite thoroughly. Prior to my final journey through the Great Portal, a gathering of my fellow monitors was convened upon the Lightworkers' Crash to distribute the final index collection.
I have no idea what's going on.
It was most unusual to have this vessel of rebirth play host to such an event. Even though Lightworker ships were the only ones still allowed slip-space formations. Lightworkers were responsible for getting us to our places on the active facilities of the array. While all of this was in accordance with the plan, one entirely unsatisfactory breakdown remained. We had no contact with the domain. The history of all Forerunners was now lost to us. We relied upon the permanence of the domain to preserve our record of the events that led to this point. But without that record, would future civilizations know anything about us? Or only of our weapons? My fellow monitor, 049 Abject Testament, had only one comment on this before we went our separate ways.
We deserve to be forgotten.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
So this was like a civilization before humans, or?
Now, the portal opens, and through it, the familiar shape awaits. Halo. Home.
What was that? I have no idea. Why is this not here in the original version? Hey Cap, how's it going? I have no idea what just happened there. Oh, almost dropped my microphone again. Jeez. That's all your fault, Cap. Your distraction. Eh. Hashtag professional streamer. Actually, it's because I got this weird, like, boom arm thing that's attached to my desk for no reason. Well, not no reason. I was experimenting with my microphone's positioning. But didn't work out, so I just ended up leaving it there. Alright, let us continue. That was weird. I don't know what that was. All I could gather was that, like, it sort of reminds me in, like, Jedi Fallen Order. Like, how you come across that species that went extinct. And then you sort of use, like, you sort of discover, like, a recording and stuff. Is this where we came from, or is this a new place? I think we just went in a circle. I think that was a circle, damn it. Well, I don't know. So the Halo was their home? Yeah. I don't get it. There was it was like a cutscene that I think would make better if you knew, like, some of the terminology they were talking about. It's like I don't know. That seemed like very random to me. Over here? Oh, jeez. I think we went down here last time, so let's jump the gap. I'm on in, buddy. I'm still trying to use the triggers to accelerate. Well, jeez. Ow. What? I don't even know what happened there. Master Chief, who is this imposter playing as me? Hey, it's nothing personal, okay? I just sort of found myself here. Yeah, and I think it's obvious I'm not actually Master Chief. I just blew myself up with a grenade. Alright, let's see here. Doing good. We found this thing a moment ago. It showed me a cutscene. I don't know what that was about. Yeah. I guess we just jump this gap. Alright. Full speed ahead. Alright, there we go. Oh, jeez. This falls over so easily. And I'm not just saying that because I'm actually a bad driver. Roadkill! Aw. Lame, he jumped out of the way. Oh man, the screen shakes when he shoots. I want to run over aliens. Eh. You haven't played the games either? So your name is Master Chief and you haven't played the Halo games? What? Wait. I come back and Master Chief's here? Apparently, yes. Oh yeah, he didn't play the games, he lived the games. That makes sense. No need to play them if you lived it, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna move on here. I wish that the AI could drive and I could use the turret. Oh, I guess we weren't supposed to go off there yet. Oh, and of course it stops me here, where my vehicle flipped over. Alright, well, I guess we gotta get out and do stuff. Well, I didn't know it was a hole. I didn't know the bridge was, like, closed. That's also, you guys, I don't know if you guys realize this, but it's really weird driving like this. Like, you just use the thumbstick to drive, like everything. Turning, accelerating, decelerating, it's very weird. I'm so used to modern games where you pull the triggers to accelerate and decelerate. And the, stick is just for turning. Alright, so is there something we do here? Yeah. Hello? I don't know if things are going to stand out more in one version or the other, but yeah. Oh, jeez. Are you... Okay. I didn't know that was, like, glass right there. I didn't know it would just, like, shatter and make me crash or fall to my death. I literally just thought, like, it was, like, a boost pad or something. I have no idea what to do here, so... Or do we Yoshi this thing and this jump out mid-jump? I don't know. Like, what's this platform for? Just breaks? No waypoint or nothing? Just figure it out by yourself. Dang kids. Used to having waypoints in their games. I don't use controllers, so I don't vibe with your comments. I wonder how this plays with keyboard and mouse. If it's any better. For all I know, you use the mouse to steer. Actually, you know what? That's probably not the case, because it wasn't on PC until recently, was it? Oh, geez, big guy. Or was... I think there was, like, a PC release for this, like, back in the day. It just... I don't know. I don't know if they would have updated that or not. Here we go. I'm going to switch back to the original graphics. Jeez. Just had to fumble around and find that. Alright, I'll see you in a few minutes, Cap. Yeah, I see it's on. Alright, well, I guess... Well... Alright, thankfully I just respawned right there. Yeah. I don't know, sometimes the lighting is hard to see in, like, the original version. Alright. I think I parked the Warthog up here. Are you still in the turret? Look at this guy. Just chilling here while I do all the work. Yeah.
Go, go, go! Cover me.
Come on, get in, bud.
Game on!
But yeah, I don't know if how it controls with PC. If it would be more modern or not. Or if it would still be janky or whatever.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Alright then. Also, I misspoke. It's not like left stick for everything. It's left stick is to accelerate and decelerate, and then right stick is to turn. So there's no way to, like, look around without turning your vehicle. That's the weird thing. Yeah, we drove through a tunnel and went off through a bridge, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna turn it back to like this. Yeah. I don't know, I'm still conflicted. I like both. I like the driving section though. Despite all despite my inability to like drive and stay alive in that area. Yeah. This river with the original graphics reminds me of Jedi Academy. Like at the very beginning of the game where you're in the forest. Yeah. Jeez. Imagine if we had just gone in one big circle. Yeah. Car alarm. So I guess kills he gets count towards my car alarm achievement.
In the hills above the structure.
Well, how did you find them, but the Covenant didn't? Eh. Beep beep. At least the turret guy is pretty competent. He's not like a dumb AI guy like in the GTA games that just like shoot blindly and don't do anything. Yeah, let's get up the hill. Hi.
You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
Oh, dang it. Alright. Yeah. Ow. That's mean. We good? You know what? I don't want to waste sniper bullets on those grunts. They're not worth it. Oh, they got the needle guns though. Yeah. Again, do the colors like signify anything? I wonder.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way.
Hey, welcome back, Cap.
Lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide. And another near the cliff edge. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Alright, let's go. Yeah. See, I'm starting to get used to drifting. We go in here, or... Well... Guess you're with us. I like the AI companions you can get here. Yeah. Like, you get guys that just, like, come along with you on the Warthog. Alright, where do we go? This way? I don't think we came from this way, so... I don't know, it's my best guess. Checkpoint done. Yeah, see, I'm getting used to this. Yeah. Beep beep. Hey, nice, I ran him over. Oh, well. Flip it over. Yeah. Heavy lifting. I love it how, like, their kills count towards my achievement. Oh, too much. There's beacons here. Does that mean it's the right way, or... Also, I just realized we can see, like, their health and stuff on the left, top left.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Beep beep. Yeah. Alright.
I got nothing. Where'd it go? Mira, a Mark 5.
I don't know. It's still cool how you can like switch between the other two, but I'm starting to lean a bit more towards the original style. I don't know. We good? Or what? Is there a way I can heal these guys too? Beep beep. Yeah. Get GTA'd. Man, the passenger guy's almost dead. Rip. I'm just drifting the kill. Yeah. Yeah, get GTA'd. Is this what we just do for this part? Just, like, fight these aliens? Again, I feel like there should be music here or something. Yeah. Beep beep. Oh, well, rip the passenger. I just smashed down on top of him still. One sec, let me test something. Huh. Weird. Last time I think it started the music when I went out of the menu, but... Do we need to shoot down the drop ships? Oh, we're done.
Affirmative, Bowhammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
Alright, so... I think that means we have to come the way we came and go a different way. Is there a way to check my progress or see where to go? A map? Eh. This totally looks like the right way. Yeah, so slippery. Oh, this guy wants to tag along. There we go, nice. I think I see a path over here. Eh. The only way I'm getting us all killed is if we get lost. Eh. Which is probably pretty likely. Alright, I think we just go back the way we came. But first, supplies. None of which I need, because I just ran over aliens the whole time. Alright, I guess we go back this way. I have no idea. I see more beacons over here. That the way we came, though? I think I remember going up this way.
I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
Okay. Oh, I think this is it over here. Possibly. There's enemies here, so that's a good sign. Blast them! Alright, I think this is the right way now. This gunner's low on health. He's been with us for ages, though. It's got like a little shield thing. Or like metal plating on front.
Check it out.
Jeez. Again, like, the new version looks cool. But, like, the style of this one is, like, completely different. Yeah. Off the cliff. Like, look, just real quick. Like, you can barely see the planet in the new version. There's so many clouds. I don't want to waste sniper rifles on the grunts. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's like a Halo mechanic where if you get shot, you just like can't aim at all. That's kind of annoying, but I imagine it's just like a mechanic that it's just part of the Halo games. Kind of like sprinting, I guess. Nope, nope, nope. I did not want to drive off the cliff. Well, I guess he was right. I guess I did get us all killed. Let's go this way this time. I also like how fast that you can restart. You know what? This is not actually that bad at mid-range. It's just like an instant kill. Hi. That's such a weird melee animation for the sniper. Again, I swear there should be music here. I didn't, like, turn down the audio all the way, either. I don't know, maybe I'm just assuming there's music everywhere when there's not. I don't want to waste sniper ammo on these guys.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
Yes, yes. I was planning on doing that. Jeez, that was loud. Again, it's weird. Like, the game doesn't... It itself isn't that loud, but, like, the notifications are. Alright, I can take a hint. Go inside. Alright, I wasn't sure if he actually got hit there. Get whacked. All out of bubblegum. Collect 1,000 campaign or playlist medals. Cool.
I've called for an evac.
Roger that. Marines, assemble for evac, pronto! No money on this side. Over here!
They're coming from behind? I just saw enemies on the radar. I guess they're above us. Also, there's the music. Stupid grunts. Well, you guys just ran past each other. Assassino.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
Area secure.
Alright, well, let's get going. If we can figure out where to go. How did my Warthog get flipped?
There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off.
Alright, just be careful. Not have to drive off the edge again. Alright, nice.
We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
Alright, third part, I think.
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings. There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Keyes' neural implants.
Hit 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour!
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Alright, stealth and Halo. I don't know, I didn't do too well in Reach, but we'll see. Okay, well, I don't know how I got seen, but oh, there's guys right here, but still. Oh, jeez. I apologize for the loud noises, but like I said, it's weird because like the normal game audio is low, but the notifications and stuff aren't. I'll take this turret. Thank you very much. Well, that wasn't actually that helpful, but Yeah, whatever. We good? I was gonna say, did we actually keep the weapons from our previous mission, or are these just the happen to be the weapons that you need for this mission? Oh, jeez. I didn't see like a grenade go off or get thrown. Wow, that looks really good. But again, like, these mountains aren't even here like in the old version. Interesting. Eh. Again, you'd think I'd be far away from them not to notice me, but what do I know? Ow. Little help here, boys? I'm covering fire for the sniper. Alright, I should be careful here. What? I thought I still had shield. Well. I thought I still had shield. Whatever, I'm just gonna stay back and try not to lose my shield. That's cool. You can see it bounce off the shield. Guys, hello. Wake up. You know what? Maybe it'll be worth looking back here real quick to see if there's a health kit. I don't see any, no. Well, I figured it was worth looking for. Now, if these, like, 5 or 6 troops here could actually do their job and help me, that would be nice. There we go, geez. Took you guys long enough. Oh yeah, the AC just kicked in my room. That feels so nice. Alright, I'd rather not... Oh, health kit. I didn't even see that here before. Did that guy just die, or... Did I just miss him the first time around? Take out the stupid grunts. Dude, look at this scene. This is cool. Well... I don't know if that actually... Did that actually take a... Yeah, it did take a screenshot of the game. It's worried it would... It wouldn't, It would just take a screenshot of the main, the menu there. But see, look, this looks so good, too. But again, like, this is all dirt, and in this version, it's all grass. I don't know, it's weird. I can see where people come from when they complain about, like, the style being different and stuff. It really does have a different feeling.
Covenant forces detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around them.
What did I do there to get caught?
Don't let him get away! Careful.
No scope.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Again, not sure what I did there to get caught, but... yeah. I guess there's some auto turret, like auto targeting thing in these turrets as well. That's pretty cool. That guy's like just behind the rock.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
Alright, let's get ready for him. Are they just gonna be all the way over there? You destroy the dropships too? I don't think you can destroy the dropships.
Requesting reinforcements at our position.
Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on approach.
Nice. That was a nice little corpse launch. Getting this turret. Oh, that's our ship. Well, that's weird. That turret automatically shoots our ships. If only I could figure out how to disable that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Anything else? Alright, that is not a path you can go. Over here, maybe? I think there's a little valley there. There's a little guy down below. Yeah. Now that's a cool sight. Look at all those guys charging up the hill.
We're directly under the ship now.
Good work, Marines. Mother of God. I never thought I'd get this close to one of these things. How the hell are we going to get inside that monster?
The Covenant use a gravity lift to move troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
Covenant force decided. Let's hit him, Charlie team.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Let's do it!
Nice shot. Just get the guys on the turrets, easy. It is always something. Go on, get up there. Yeah. Man, I cannot aim with that. it's like, it feels like it's just like, there's so much spread. It doesn't seem very useful to me. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, I think I sniped our guy by accident. Just a pixel off that first shot, though. Okay, that's not good. Nice. Anyone else? Alright, into the beam. Oh, geez, not quite yet. Please tell me these aren't the rocket launcher guys. Alright. If they are, they're a lot weaker than they were in Reach. Well. Waste of a grenade, but oh well. Alright, finally.
Cortana to Echo 419. We've reached the gravity lift and are ready for reinforcements. Copy that, Cortana. Hold tight, gentlemen. Bowhammer out.
Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural interface. They'll probably be in or near the ship's brig, which should narrow our search.
Echo 419 inbound. Clear the drop zone.
Man, look how different the platform is between versions. Alright, come on, beam me up. Wow! Purple!
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain's CNI transponder. No Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no Covenant here? Think maybe nobody's home.
I knew there was one on board.
Oh, I see. No, I didn't see. That was the problem. I pick up that sword? I want a sword. God dang it. Jeez. Again, I apologize for those loud noises. I don't know how to fix them. Let's see. Can we turn down, like, the notification sounds? Menu music volume? That's menu music, though. I don't know, that's weird. I like those sticky grenades more in this version than in Halo Reach so far. And not as many enemies have them either. That's nice. We go in here, or... Alright, you wanna share the captain's location, Cortana, or... Are you just gonna have to fumble around until we get a direction? Alright. I just had to say that those grenades aren't as common as soon as someone throws them, right? Oh, Took a while to load that one. I don't know. I kind of like the original still. I guess we just kill enemies until they tell us to do something else. Yeah, I don't know. The newish graphics seem weird. This the way we go? Or is this just another dead end?
We could use the side passages to find a way around.
Chief, let's see if we can find a way to open this door.
Alright. Well, we already went through that. The side passage here. That didn't lead anywhere. Unless it just magically unlocks now. We're here. I don't know, maybe it is just back this way. Oh, hi. Yeah, you're magically open now. Well, how was I supposed to know that it would just open like that? Oh, come on. He's like 1 HP. Alright, guess we're just going this way. Alright, just recharge the shield. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let the shield recharge. Alright, come on in, boys. Alright, recharge, recharge. Oops, I just saw him pop up on the minimap. Man, these plasma grenades are everywhere now. Not that I'm complaining, as long as they don't spam them at me, I'm fine. Oh, jeez. Nice. So, where do we go now? I guess this way. Follow the enemies. Well, follow the waypoint now, I guess. Why do you want us to go down this way? I don't know why it wanted us to go down here. I'm pretty sure this is the way we came. Maybe not. I don't know. These hallways look the same. Just hear a crunch from the back of his head. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Get rid of that big guy on top. Just awkwardly whack these guys with my sniper.
Cortana to Echo 419, requesting reinforcements at our position. We'll have her here, Cortana. I read you, but you're inside the Covenant ship. I'm not sure I can... Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side.
Oh, jeez. There's a lot of guys here. Oh, jeez, I'm inside the ship. Eh. Help! Oh, I thought I was going to get thrown off the ship or something. Bonk. Ah, whatever. Alright, now where? Whoa, did I get like another shield from that too? Sweet. That's what I was asking.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door.
You better hurry, Cortana. We can't hold them off all day.
Working on it.
God dang it, this stupid big guys. There we go, jeez. Alright, those actually do look like the rocket guys now. Grenades! These guys are so much better to deal with. Like, this is how these guys should have been handled in Reach. Like, they do damage, but they're not impossible to kill.
Got it. The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
Alright. Even under my grenade. Nice. Yeah, stuck him with my grenade. Sounded like he was raging so hard. Alright, this way? No. Maybe somewhere over here? Yeah, alien just screamed enemy. I didn't know this Covenant spoke English. Or could speak English. Oh boy. Alright, we're good, we're good. We still got our shields. Yeah. Nice, that was a good grenade. I thought I had missed them because I thought I didn't throw it far enough, but nope, they ran on top of it. Yeah. Where are the Marines at? Are they still way back there? Come on, guys, keep up. Ooh, sword guy. Are you serious? Whatever, just kill the shield guy. Or the sword guy, I mean. Nice shot. Can't pick up the sword? Dang it. Yeah.
I had that one.
This gun sometimes... What? I didn't even see that grenade get thrown. Are you serious? We're all the way back here. Whatever. Just get the sword guy before he can cause any problems. Alright, I guess those controls don't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like you can really mow down in the guys like this. Psst, jeez. Calm down, man. This is some cool music, though. Some nice atmospheric music. I'm guessing we just go down here. Like, look at that. That was like a machine gun. Just chewed through them like it was nothing. Oh, hi. We're running out of ammo in this gun. I could use a health pack too, but I get why there wouldn't be any health packs on like a Covenant ship.
We must be in the brig. These look like holding cells. There are probably multiple detention stations. The captain must be in one of them. We need to keep looking for him.
Yeah. I thought you could track his signal or something. Also, yes, thank you for the health. Yeah, the new one's a lot more colorful too. I can see how that would be controversial. So, we just go somewhere else? Also, that refilled all my ammo. Pog. Wait, was I here before, or is that other people? Oh, I'm so confused. Everything looks the same. Yeah, I think we're heading back to where we came. But is that where we want to go? Also, are all the Marines dead? I don't think we were able to go through here before. No, this is just another entryway into this main area. Alright. Let's just, head down here again then. I don't know. Now would be a good time to have one of those markers, Cortana. Alright, so we went in through here. Now those doors are open. Yeah, and this is the place we just searched. So can we go this way now? Or is that the way we came? Ugh, I'm so confused. Alright. Okay, so that is the way we came. So now we go to the right? Man, those guys look creepy from afar. Just the way they were walking. Did I get him? I don't think so. Oh, well.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Okay, yes, sir.
While the Covenant had us locked up in here, I overheard the guards talking about this ring world. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
Interesting.
It's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's right. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Chief, you have the point.
Shut up and get behind me, sir? Where'd that come from?
We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's go. Stuck him. Nope. Interesting, so I'm just thinking, because we know that Halo's still in, like, Halo Infinite and stuff later on, right? So doesn't that mean, like, that since the Halo will still exist in future games, I'm assuming that Halo means, like, the Halo world, like the circular ring world. Doesn't that mean like that we would take control of it, or maybe we delay it? I don't know. I would think we would get in control of it at some point. And then for Halo Infinite, we see that the ring's broken, so maybe... I'm just speculating on what might happen here. I don't know what happens with the story, but maybe humanity takes control of the ring, uses it against the Covenant, and then the Covenant come back and like destroy the ring somehow? I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but there's quite a few games for that to be like the entire story of Halo. I want your sword! They just dissolve. Lame.
We made it. Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double.
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in.
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed, man. Hold up, bellyaching soldier. Remember, you're a leather. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
That was sudden music, but yeah, I noticed that dropship like in the hangar. I was wondering if we were going to take off in it at first, but then was like, no, we need to go save Captain first, right? So I don't know. I guess that's why it's there. I guess it does serve a purpose after all. Alright, nice.
That's it. Dropship is loose.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain! Hunters!
Hang on.
Oh, well.
Nice one, sir. Time for a little payback.
Okay, that was... And he, like, criticized us for being reckless. Jeez. Just smashing the ship into those aliens in the bunker. Or in the hangar. Jeez. Truth and reconciliation.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to tune out quick.
Ah, nice. It's like a Normandy invasion type thing. No, I don't get to keep my sniper. Well... Yeah. I don't know why I'm treating this automatic like a semi-auto, but just roll with it. Again, like, are those cliffs even over there? I don't even think those cliffs are there in the old version. Ow, jeez.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Foehammer. You know our motto. We deliver.
Crush me! Aw. It doesn't crush you. It just waits until you're out of there.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map
Oh,
room that will
jeez.
show us the location of Halo's control center.
A passenger's almost dead already. It does look nice though. Look at that beach texture. Checkpoint done. Eh. Not worth my time.
In a click wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is inside that facility.
Get wrecked. Eh. Well, there goes the passenger. Can't say I'm surprised. Alright, just give me some cover to recharge my shield! Well... okay then. Welcome back, passenger. You died a horrible death, and I'm pretty sure you're still going to, but...
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Still GTA him. There's a lot of guys in there. Alright, just let your stuff recharge. Oh, jeez.
Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
It must be here. There's no way it's not. Also, I think the other Marines died, so that's a rip.
Don't let them lock the doors.
Needle gun, please. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well.
My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
I wonder, is it possible to stop them from locking the doors?
Don't let them lock the doors.
I guess so. Well, maybe not. Well, whoever locked it, it wasn't these guys.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside.
LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just look around then. Also, I'd love a health kit so that I can stop this heart beating noise. Yeah. Ooh, one of my guys dropped that. Nice. I'll take that rifle then. I don't know. Is it next to the door? I have no idea. None of that stuff does anything? I don't know. What am I even looking for? Can you give me, like, a description of what it looks like, or... It doesn't feel right going back out here. I guess we just keep going? I don't know. I don't know what else to do. It doesn't give you any directions. Find the door control override. Alright, what does that look like? Doesn't tell me. Where can I find it? Doesn't tell me. So I guess we just keep driving.
Looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
Take him out, Gunner.
More where that came from.
Ah, yes, health pack. Again, it's not like the grunts themselves that are a threat. It's having all these grunts together, shooting at you at once. That's the problem. Alright, I don't think we can take the car in here. Yeah. When will you play Gmod again? I don't know. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, though, Golden Sky. How are you doing today? problem with Gary's mod is there's not many game modes that are stream friendly. Everything's got like a way for people to stream snipe with. Yeah. What the? Doing good? Nice. But like TTT has like, you can stream snipe by seeing someone's roll with Guess Who. You can see which NPCs people are disguised as, or what NPCs I would be disguised as. Shields. Yeah. And Dark RP, no one really plays, so. It's just hard to find a game in Gary's mod to stream. Yeah, well, no one plays on there, so it's like, if no one plays on there, why would I stream it, right? That doesn't make for an entertaining stream or anything. Nice, that was smooth. Oh, come on, get back here. More shields? Is there a reason for me to pick up more than one of these? Doesn't look like you can pick up more than one of those. This looks like a boss room. Yeah. Nice. Killed him right in time. Nice. Alright, this has got to be the right way. It's weird, it's like, I don't even think they told you, like, hey, you gotta go back to your car and, like, keep driving, you know?
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
I thought it was just, like, somewhere around the base that we were already in.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
So now we just drive back. Any reason to go over here? I guess we drive back. Okay.
Understood. We're on our way.
I don't need to fight you guys. I'm out.
Chief,
I guess we...
Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
I don't think I can jump down there safely. Let's just go back the way we came. I think that's the right way to go. Yeah, this looks about right. All right. See, at least like in here, in like this game, it feels more natural not being able to sprint. In Halo Reach, it felt like weird that you had the ability to sprint, but it was an ability that you picked up. Here, it just feels more natural, I guess. Rather than having to use it as ability. I'll take that. Well, cover me. So do we keep heading this way, or do we head back the way we came now? Oh, this is where we came from, so never mind. Hi, everyone. Shame you couldn't join us, but I guess you guys are doing something important. Alright, just ignore these guys again, because we don't need to pay any attention to them. Alright, we got more guys to deal with here. Yeah. Beep, beep. Oh, jeez. Alright, you know what? Bail out. Okay, well, a little too close. Rip. I'm not used to, like, the explosive radius of those rockets. Well, can I use the turret now? Well, I could. But is it worth using? Missed me! Oh, these guys suck at aiming. If I can, I'll save the rockets. That's one down. I think I got the other guy too. Nice. Saved us a couple rockets there. You never know. Could come in handy. I like how the corpses are still here too. It's kind of impressive. My HUD just disappeared. Okay, kind of a random cutscene, but okay. Hi. I'm gonna beat you up, punk. Oh, I was gonna say, what was in that room? It's just an entryway to this room. Alright. Where to now? Through this door? Hi. That was a good use of a grenade there. Just toss it in and get back through the door. Wow, we're down here now. Shoot. Okay, jeez. That stupid grunt. So annoying. I just whack it with him with it like a baton. That's so funny. Was this just an alternate way to get in? I think so. Yeah, that has a completely different feeling. Okay, be sure not to fall to your death.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
If only the Marines came with us, that would have been something, huh? Oh, geez, I got invisibility now. Probably only until I start shooting. Well, lost invisibility for that, but you know what? It's fine. Shh. Oh, dang it. I tried to assassino him. Alright, did the guys upstairs hear me?
That hollow panel should activate the map.
Oh.
Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
Cortana to Captain Keyes.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're contact.
Affirmative. Bullhammer out.
Alright, sweet. Now we just get out of here. I think we just bounce. Yeah. I don't think I can get out from there. Or up to that platform from there. Kill 1,000 grunts, heck yeah. I think that counts Halo Reach too, right? Oh, come on, I just went in a circle. That's jumping music, but I'm not doing anything. I have no idea where I'm going. I think this just goes downstairs. Oh no, it doesn't even go anywhere. What? Alright, here's a ramp up. Alright, I think this is the right way. Oh, hi! Come on, get down, you stupid grunt. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Almost jumped off the edge there. Oh, boy. Ow. Alright. Making progress. We're heading towards the enemies, so that means we have to be heading the right way. Checkpoint done. Hopefully that means we are indeed heading the right way and not just And towards where we were. What? What was that from? I didn't see them throw a grenade. Oh, nice. That just goes back around. Out here? I think that's where we came from, that platform below. Oh, through this door, duh. That works. No need to kill you, so I'm just gonna keep moving on up. Oh, well. That guy has a big old shield. Oh jeez, where am I? Alright. Go around here. Nice, that actually killed him. Alright. Good thing I saved those rockets, huh? I knew saving some rockets would come in handy.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Roger, on my way.
Okay, that's, oh, that was easier than I thought. Alright, and mission done.
Let's get moving. Foehammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This delegate won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Foehammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
I mean, true. Can't really argue with that. Alright, let me see. I wanna go to the main menu. We'll wait through the cutscene, but I want to see how far we are through the campaign.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Foehammer out.
Alright, let's see. Alright, save and quit. I think we're going to call it a day there, but I want to see how far we are through the story. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did the first 4 chapters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4. We've completed 4 and there's 7 left. Or maybe just 6. Yeah. There it is, 4 out of 10. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to play this game again after, like, you know, just having, like, you know, such little experience with it as a kid and being able to play through it now. But yeah, I actually like the gameplay. I think it actually makes more sense than Halo Reach. As I was saying before, I like how it just feels more natural that you can't really sprint by default in this game. Because in Halo Reach, it's an ability, which really doesn't make sense. Like, how do you lose the ability to run? Doesn't make any sense. At least in a game where you just can't sprint at all, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm having fun so far. I'll definitely do another part of this and play my way through the rest of the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to hit that follow button here on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have a link to my Twitch channel in the description. That's where I'm streaming this live. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe for more. And yeah. I think I don't really have anyone here to host, so I'll just let it auto-host whoever. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.